Now at 4, turning to back to school coverage. Providence Superintendent Dr. Javier Montañez says student and staff attendance is the single biggest challenge the district is facing this school year.
Data from the Providence Public School District shows only slight increases in attendance since the pandemic, when more than half of students throughout the district were considered chronically absent. 12 News reporter Alexandra Leslie spoke with the superintendent and got to tag along on an outreach visit prior to the first day of school. Alex?
Kim and Brian, Providence Superintendent Dr. Javier Montañez says he's trying to give students every opportunity to be successful, like offering before and after school programs and even classes on the weekends. An attendance team also helps to make connections with community members and families year-round. Data from the Providence Public School District showed as of August 1st, more than 24,000 connections were made between attendance teams and students.
So it's just reaching out to these individuals between 21 and 22. That's how many contacts we've made, either phone calls, home visits, letters going out. We want to go early enough, fast enough, and equitable enough.
There's a reason for the persistence. Data from the school district shows student absenteeism skyrocketed in Providence during the pandemic, with about 60% of students chronically absent. In other words, missing 10% or more of school days. There was only a slight decrease in chronically absent students last year, down to 57%.
We're looking for our kids to join the NBA, and that's the never been absent, right? Never been absent club.
Stephen Grace is a coordinator of student support for Providence Public Schools. A few weeks prior to the first day of school, he and others canvassed the neighborhood around Del Sesto Middle School.
Positive, restorative messaging. And that's what we're going to focus on.
The team meets students and community members where they are, letting them know who they are and their goals for the district.
I'm sure you get a lot of the kids from the local area and just pushing, yo, let's get them back in school, man, you know what I'm saying?
That's Yannick Medina, a culture coordinator for the district. Medina says he and others who canvass the neighborhoods on a regular basis say on their visits they hope to bridge the gap between the schools and the community.
Part of the reason why we push so hard as community specialists and culture coordinators is kind of to close that gap and make the community an extension of the school, and vice versa, make the school an extension of your community.
And new this year, the superintendent says 2 liaisons will assist the attendance teams to determine if their strategies are working. Brian?
Really is a huge issue. And you also sat down while with the superintendent to talk about his goals for the new school year.
Yeah, that's right. It's his first official year on the job heading into the 2022 school year. So he was in the role on an interim basis, as we know, until the Department of Education made it permanent back in April. He says his goals are those of RIDE's turnaround action plan. Of course, one of those is combating absenteeism, as we just saw. I'll have some of the superintendent's other top goals coming up at 5.
All right, we look forward to that. Alexandra Leslie, thank you so much.